Oleron, we are just quickly testing to make sure that everything is coming through as it should. We sound very nice. And I sound very nice, not to toot my own horn. So, Tom and DB, if you take it away.
Yeah, so we are back. Hey, DB.
Right, everyone's ready. We were the audio set. This is a take your typical Mega Man game and just take the boss battles and then add in a little bit more. And you have Mega Man the Power Battle. If you're not familiar with me, I'm typically a fighting game and what do you call it, like board game and like retro game, speedrunner. But during about 3 or 4 years ago, I started like pretty much routing this game, and I know Tempest Son, who was in here earlier, actually plays this game. I've played this game at quite a number of events, but over the past few months, I've got the time down by quite a bit. And I'm going to try and do my best to explain. My commentary is not on the same level because this game takes a large amount of focus. But I will just say that if you're someone who Mega Man games scare you because there's so many quick movements and things like that, this is the perfect game to get into. And my best, like I said, is going on. The first, this is an arcade game, so I'm going to have to insert my coin. And time is going to start when I select my zone. So right when I select, not when I select my character, when I select the zone. And today's category is we're going to play through all the zones. So you're going to get to see lots of different Mega Man bosses from the very first Mega Man all the way to Mega Man 7. And to varying degrees of difficulty. The Yellow Devil is in this game. Lots of terrible, terrible things that are going to come out and hurt me in this game. But don't worry, we have infinite virtual coins. So let's go ahead and put a coin in. And time's going to stop, by the way, on the final Wily machine. So after I do zone 1 to 3, the middle zone, or 1 to 2, the middle zone, and then zone 7. On zone 7's, because I go in order, on zone 7's Wily, the third form, where he's floating around, if I hit or time's out, that's when time stops. So... And it looks like I heard that Mega Man won by $147, and no one cared about Proto Man or Bass. So let's do Mega Man 1 through 2. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, another game is I have to be really careful about pressing buttons in between stages. I am not able to select the stage I go to. It goes like that. My timing is by little. I will go into the wrong stage, and getting the wrong order, just like in normal Mega Man, can be very, very detrimental. Very, very good. First stage there. I'm feeling the luck today. How's chat feeling? So we got a new weapon, Ice Slash, and we're gonna go to right with the Heat Man and go in his stage, and we're gonna switch over to the Ice Weapon, and we're gonna try and see. Looks like he did Kaioken. But that's okay. Ooh, 95, fast, clear. Just right at the edge, we ran a menu. Like I said, it goes really fast. But basically, once it's like typical Mega Man, you get the enemy's weapon, and then you want to use it against them. So now we just got Heat Man's weapon, so we'll use it against... Oh, hold on one second. I gotta be careful. I'm getting trapped in the corner. Don't get the bad one. Okay, yes! Fast clear, 94. So that's the new optimization that I found for this level. Now you can clear this some stages really, really fast, but I'm going for the best optimization, and that involves basically charging up the Fire Blast and going to the quarter. So Cutman's a little bit annoying. Cutman can get some pretty evil patterns like that one, but we want him to stay close. He can run a lot, but he's decided he's not going to be a marathon sprinter, and let us do the speed run. So now we got Cutter, and we're going to go to this stage here and fight Crash Man. Crash Man is probably the easiest in this whole set. We're just going to try and walk him to the corner And you don't want to mash too hard here. You want to methodically kind of time it. And we ran out a little bit, but that's okay. 90 is pretty good. My average there is 88. And basically, you can't get hit there. He just keeps jumping in the corner. Sometimes the pattern can be hard. This is on normal mode, but I haven't found that there's a difference in the modes. Now we use Crash Bomb, but basically we don't want Tackle to come out often. If Tackle comes out, fortunately, this fight's going to take a long time. So far, we're not getting the best RNG. Yep. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use Ice. Let's go switch to Fire. we ran out of special moves. It happens. There's visual. Usually use the light, the signals, in the background to determine where I need to stand. But it's just a very hard level sometimes. And then the difference between the characters, by the way, is Mega Man has a really nice slide and probably the highest jump in the game. So that actually... oops. So the one thing is, I'm not going to do... usually when I use the main character I like to use is Proto Man. And I can do all sorts of crazy tricks. Mega Man can still do that too, but I got to be a little bit more careful. Ran out of energy, but we're going to super jump on the wall here and get the victory. Actually, this is really good so far. 3 minutes 22. Yeah, this is way below average. We're going to go ahead and use Cutter in the beginning here. That's the different forms. This is the first form of the Wily boss. So Dr. Wily can also be a little trolly, so we have to be careful. And when you beat him, sometimes your energy bar fills up. Okay, so lightning never falls in the same place. I can jump in the corner. I am not getting lucky on damage scaling. I'm really... Alright, I'm going to use Normal Buster for this. So this is the part that gets a little frustrating. We have to do this 3 times during the run. But Dr. Wily can teleport to either side. So if we get the kill, I can then reset and then go back and then switch to the next zone. So that gives you an idea of the overall pacing for this run. So now we're doing Mega Man Zone 3 to 6. So this one is also has I use a very specific order. I probably use the most unique order in this. This is the current world record holder, and he uses a very different order than me. But I like this because all the nature-themed bosses seem to give me a run for my money. So in the beginning, of course, you only have Normal Buster. So usually I pick the stages that give me the most trouble. And one of the reasons that stage is so difficult is that if you try and fight on the left side, the stage is scrolling, so you can actually get trapped in the corner. This boss is pretty simple. Just gonna avoid this, jump over plants, and don't use... oh my god, use the shield. The shield is completely invulnerable. One hit. I got trolled a little bit. It happens. So we're going to use that now. You guessed Dust Man, and we get we don't really use the dust ability except for one time in here. Oh, that's not good. We only want to miss one time. And really bad RNG, obviously, is if the dust move comes out several times. 79 is a little slow, but we're doing really good on health. Every time you clear a stage, you get 2 points of health. So one yellow bar is 1 point of health. And I'm going to be quiet on this stage because this is the one that takes the most timing for me. Okay, that was a perfect, near perfect Magnet Man stage. I have so much trouble in that stage because basically what happens if I miss, so I usually double tap the attack button, but if I happen to miss even once, then I lose about anywhere from like 5 to 10 seconds because there's a shield move that will absorb me, pull me in, and oh, you didn't fire off the Gemini laser. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. He just decided I'm gonna walk. Okay. Yeah, sometimes this game throws out patterns that are, I swear I have yet to see all the patterns in this game. But for the most part, this kid like, whoa, what was that? Okay. I've never seen a phase that just dodged. This is really easy, man. You can just switch to the Gemini, and what happened is I want Napalm Man to get in the corner, and I should have the opportunity to just lay into him. Then we get to the Yellow Devil stage. So you would think the last Yellow Devil is hard, but this one gets even harder. This Yellow Devil will actually transform midway into a bunch of mini Yellow Devils. So what I want to happen is I want this Yellow Devil to come toward me. There we go. And then I'm going to switch to Laser Beam here. And now I'm going to try and spam Napalm in the corner, and then there, we're going to switch back. And now I can actually beat that. This stage can take a long time if you try and fight this Yellow Devil normally. It really is I would say the most frustrating stage for beginners. But that Napalm's trick, sometimes I even have to use a life here, but it's worth it. And again, really, really good. We might actually have a, I'm not going to jinx myself, but a 1 coin clear. If I don't keep getting hit. Oh my god, I ran into it. I don't wanna jinx myself. Oh no, I got landed on. Dr. Wily Big Butt. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god. I keep it hitting the wrong button. Let's go ahead and switch to a correct weapon, which is Boomerang. No, Magnet. That's right. And then now we have enough Magnet, so we should be able to beat this Dr. Wily pretty quick if my my button is landed. There we go. Then we'll go ahead and reset. Sorry, no 1 coin clear today. I have only done that once in a marathon. That was a slow time. But we should say we're at 10 minutes. Yeah, we're way fine for time. All right, we're coming into the final zone, Zone 7. This one, we always fight Junkman first. Junkman, I don't care what anyone says, is the hardest boss after if you try and fight him in any other place other than the first. I don't know how other runners in the past were fighting him before, because he has tons of invincibility moves. He does everything he does 2 points of damage, while other bosses in this game, they might do 1.5. Even Yellow Devil doesn't do as much damage as Junkman. So I'm just a big scaredy cat. I don't mess with that. Slashman is my other least favorite character, so what I like to do is kind of walk a little bit away, and then I don't want to be too far away, because then what he kind of does is these Wolverine Berserker Barrage, and sometimes he spins, but we want him to do that little hop, just a little hop, as he's jumping full speed toward me. And we don't want to get to the corners, because then we can get trapped. That's average. Honestly, Slashman is a nightmare. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to we're going to loop back around to the roulette, and I haven't made any mistakes with order. So now, slash is actually probably the strongest move in the game, and we're going to use it to completely obliterate this boss. There you go. That was actually on the slow side, but I wasn't able to get the move. This is my other this is my favorite stage in the game. All we have to do first, we're gonna hit Freeze Man for the first time, and then let him run, and then now we're gonna do a little cool trick that I found, which is just a charge shot, and we're gonna walk forward, and the AI basically doesn't know what's going on. They have to think about what they're doing every time. This works on any difficulty. And it works in the... Recently I played the Neo Geo Pocket Color version of this game, and I routed that, and you can do the same thing in that game, so very funny. Almost went in the wrong stage. The first thing we want to do is we want to avoid this fire attack, and then he's going to drive his car toward us, and he's going to summon wind. Now we want to get blown in the corner, and we're going to do some slashes, and then get our victory. That stage is just a huge time waster. Sometimes after he does a flame attack, he'll summon the wind, and you can get right to action. But now, at least now we have the flame wheel, which will beat Cloudman really quickly. This boss is more annoying than difficult, and I'm gonna sacrifice some of my HP here to just move it along, because Cloudman doesn't always like to come down and fight, but this time he did, and we get a fast kill. Alright, now we're going to not Yellow Devil stage. This is the one variation that's different. I forget the name of the boss. That is eluded me for a second. Actually, Mega Man Slide there. I didn't talk about, but Base has a different dash as well. Base's dash is diagonally upward, so best momentum and the biggest shot range, but a little bit difficult to use. No bats. Okay, that's excellent. Okay. This is usually where I lose my coin. This boss can spew out a lot of bats, and it's really bad RNG, and there's just nothing. I just accept that I'm gonna have. The hands are the hands are blocking me. Let's see if I can jump over. No. There's I don't think Mega Man's triangle jump is that good. Let's see. We're gonna power up our shot by shooting against the wall. So this move actually gets powered up if we shoot it against the wall, and the sonic attack does a lot more damage that way. I'll use a coin here. Sorry about that. 2 coins. Dive. The second form of Dr. Wily is actually pretty scary. Dr. Wily can shoot out those little rollers that he has on the side of his flying machine, and they can just instantly trap you so that you can't avoid it. Okay, nice. All 3 Dr. Wily. That's GG right there. That's time. Thank you. Sorry for this is a little bit of a crazy game, a little bit hectic, but a lot of routing has been done by previous runners and then by myself to bring down the time even more. And now we get to enjoy Mega Man's ending. So, this game, if you're curious where you can play it, it's actually released on PS2, and then more recently Capcom had a very special like arcade cabinet that they release I don't remember what it's called. It came with like 2 other, like Street Fighter 2 and something. But yeah, 166% GG. Yeah, it. Oh, you said 66. Okay, that was before. Yeah, so that was actually a really good run. 16 minutes is well below average. I think that's still like 4th or 3rd place. What else? What else is there to say about this game other than it's just an amazing? I played this game way back in the day in the arcade, and I was next to a Marvel vs. Capcom cabinet, and I wasn't able to beat it. So just the fact that, you know, all these years later, I can have my revenge on this game. Obviously, if you play slower, you can obviously get a 1 coin clear, but the point here today is to go fast and to show all the really cheap strategies. So there were some minor points I couldn't talk about, but I stream often on my actually weekly now. Sometimes bilingual, both in Japanese and English, and I usually give explanations, more in detail explanations about how to do tricks and just about history of the games. We kind of like game history a lot in the channel. And recently we got a Sega Saturn, so we've been doing some Sega Saturn fighting games and visual games. So you're always welcome to come and say hi. And I've also recently joined with the FTLG staff to help make even awesome games. This event has been fantastic to watch. I've already made a new I want to run some very cool DOS games, by the way. So yeah, again, my name's DBCade. If you want, just go ahead and you know, just right-click new tab and give me a follow. Always helps me out a lot. Yeah, if you ever have a recommendation for a Mega Man game or a fighting game, I'm always down to try it. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, DB. And if you want to follow him, we actually shouted him out twice. You can't miss the link. So there it is, or the links.
Oh, thanks.
So thank you, DB. That was a lot of fun. And no stops on that run.
No stops. This is no breaks for sure. All right. Thanks again, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll be transitioning out for the next round coming up. Thank you, guys.